So good evening, everyone. I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time to come out today as we prepare for this winter storm. It's been a group effort all week. You know, we've all been communicating between all of us entities and kind of getting ready and preparing as best as we can to be storm ready. As you know, the governor declared a state of emergency for the state of Louisiana. And as well, Rapides Parish, we're going to sign a declaration of emergency immediately following this news conference. We also, as a parish, we're going to close the courthouse on Monday. And then after that point, we'll make a decision on Monday afternoon. What do we do into Tuesday? As you all know, the forecast is, rain to start into tomorrow and then turn into possibly ice, whether it could be sleet or freezing rain into Saturday into Sunday. And then, of course, we're going to have extreme cold temperatures on Monday morning, Tuesday morning. So we don't really know, how we kind of in that fine line. So it could do either way for us. We hope for the best, but I think everybody is worked together and we're as prepared as we can as a whole for Rapides Parish. As far as the public works of Rapides Parish, we have all of our equipment ready. We have men on staff. Everybody's ready. We've got sand that we've been putting out on some bridges on the rural parish roads. We've got our chainsaws ready. So we're as prepared as we think we can be in this event. I would like to recognize Superintendent Powell, Mayor Bishop, the sheriff. We got Mr. Ollie Overton. We got LSUA. We got the City of Pineville rep. We got Pafford, and we got Miss Angie from 911. That's all here, and we've all communicated, like I said, all week and preparing to the best we could. So at this time, I'm gonna turn it over to each individual one and let them talk about their entities and what they have done for themselves. So Superintendent Powell, you want to take over?
Thank you, Mr. Smith. And as Mr. Smith talked about, all of us have been in communication for several days now as we've prepared for this impending weather. As we've all seen, the governor put out the declaration of emergency and encouraged everybody to make arrangements and be prepared for this particular winter storm. So many of you have already received the information from the Rapides Parish Public School Board announcing that we made the decision to go ahead and close out of an abundance of caution for Monday. We'll continue to monitor all of the weather conditions, as Mr. Smith said, relative to what conditions are going to be like on Tuesday. Obviously, we're watching for the ice on the roads that may prevent safe travel and transportation of our students as well as our employees. But we'll also be watching our facilities to make sure that anything related to busted water pipes and or things that may hinder other utility services are not impeding our ability to reopen schools on Tuesday. I want to echo what Mr. Smith said, thanking all of the different agencies and organizations that come together, definitely praying for our friends with CLECO and all of the other utility groups that are going to be helping to make sure that we all get through this storm without any major issues, and we look forward to continuing to serve the parish, the community, our students, and our employees as best we can throughout this particular situation. So thank you.
Thank you and good evening. Once again, the City of Pineville, we are ready. Police, fire, public works, all agencies in Pineville, our water mains, our sewer lift stations, we're monitoring them. We have covers on them. We also have heat lamps on them to make sure none of the pumps freeze up. Also, too, if you see some of the water valves that's cracked open to make a flow through the water lines, please leave them open. It's on our system. That's the way the water will not freeze up and we'll have a steady draw on it. Once again, like everybody here, we're here as one team for the entire Rapides Parish, no matter if it's the City of Pineville, City of Alexandria, or any of the municipalities here. We are here to work together for the citizens of Rapides Parish, and please just stay off the roads unless you have to get out during an emergency. Call 911 or the City of Pineville, and we will respond to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Craig. Look, I just want to touch on kind of what everybody's saying here. probably gonna start getting bad about tomorrow night. So, if everybody just hunker down, I've been to the grocery stores doing my own thing, getting gas, getting ready. The shelves are bare, so everybody's prepared. That's a good thing. You know, saying is you prepare for the worst, pray for the best. I've also seen generators in the back of trucks, so they're getting ready. But just let me touch on this, generators, because we've had in the past some accidents. Make sure you ventilate them generators well, keep them outside, don't put them in your house. Make sure you turn your electricity, do it right if you're gonna plug it and run it through your house. So make sure you know what you're doing. Also, stay off the road. Our units are gonna be out in force. When this stuff hits and it really starts getting cold, we're gonna hunker down just like everybody else. We will respond if we get calls. We'll come to you, but I'm asking you to stay off the roads. Don't put yourself and everybody else in danger if you're out there. I know after dust clears, it's still going, because it's really going to get cold Monday and Tuesday, so everybody's going to really want to get out and look. So if you can, kind of stay close to your house. Don't get far out on the roads, because even if you hit, you know, they're going to put stuff on the bridges to keep them clear, but you're going to have that black ice that's going to be on them roads, maybe where there was had a impression, it's going to hold water, it's going to freeze. And you hit that going at a rate of speed, you're going to lose it. So I'm just advising everybody to use common sense, take care, enjoy it. I know the kids are out of school Monday. I told the superintendent my grandkids are excited. They get to stay home Monday, so they're already sizing that up. So just everybody be safe, enjoy the family, and we'll get through this. Central Louisiana, one thing about it, we've all got our power saws ready if we have to cut somebody out, trees down, that kind of stuff if it gets that bad. Hopefully it won't. But everybody stay safe and stay warm. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. If you do too much talking, you kind of get redundant. So I'm just going to warn everybody of one brief thing. If you do get out, make sure cut your speed down. Cut your speed down and give yourself some time, space, because time equals space, space equals time. Travel distance is a little bit far. So make sure you stay a safe distance behind the car that's in front of you. And please do not speed. As the sheriff just said, that black ice is down there. Things can change in a real big hurry. You get out there, call yourself having fun. Fun can turn into tragedy. So be careful and be safe. Everybody stay inside. If you don't have to get out, stay inside.
Hey, good afternoon. Jeff Langston with LSUA, and I just want to say I appreciate the leadership of the different entities that have been communicating and coordinating and making sure that we're doing everything we can to be prepared in the area and taking care of the residents in Central Louisiana. We have closed as well for Monday, and we will be monitoring the situation to decide what we're going to do on Tuesday as we approach it. Our main concern is, of course, the safety of the students and our employees. So we've made all the preparations for our on-campus students that cannot go home to make sure they're safe and taken care of. And we'll be looking at Tuesday to decide. It's a varied impact across the region, and we have students that drive from quite a distance. So we'll be watching that and considering what's the best thing to do for the safety going into Tuesday. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Michael Caffrey, Deputy Chief Administrative Officer, City of Alexandria. On Wednesday of this week, Mayor Roy issued an emergency declaration, which allowed us to move forward with progress and preparation for this coming winter event. Additionally, the governor issued a proclamation, which also allowed us to go into our emergency operation plan, and so that plan is in place currently, and we are operating under that particular plan. As of right now, we have an emergency city council meeting scheduled for 4 o'clock today, at which time Mayor Roy will address the council. Following that meeting, there will be a press release that the mayor will hold to further talk about our public safety and also the utility aspects of this particular event. So we're encouraging folks to tune in to Channel 4 on Sudden Link to be a part of that, as well as media to come and be at that thing. I can tell you this at this moment. On Monday, January 26th, all City of Alexandria offices and facilities will be closed. As of noon on this Saturday, January, on this Saturday as of noon, we will suspend bus transit operations in the city of Alexandria. And so we will announce that as when those things will resume, pending on what the weather does over the next several days. And so we just want everyone in the city of Alexandria to know that, again, be prepared, stay at home, stay off the roads, and tune into our official outlets to get information on what you need to do next. Thank you.
Thank you. Jessica Treshelle with Pafford EMS, your ambulance service. First of all, I want to say thank you for the leadership and your elected officials. We have been preparing all week, and we are ready than ever. We have upstaffed paramedic units to take care, but the biggest advice is just stay off the road so you can take care of your local first responders. Thank you.
Angie Branton, Rapides OEP office. The emergency management side for this week has been preparing. We've been in constant contact with our local departments as well as the DOTD, state agencies, and so forth. We've met with our fire departments. We've got them some warming supplies that came from the Red Cross. We've been in contact with the Salvation Army. They're doing a lot to help as the warming shelter. They currently are the only warming shelter that's going to be in Rapides Parish, and we're providing items to them. We have gotten with Pafford, and because there are some items that the elderly may or may not would need that they're going to be housing there, that the fire departments will have access to. The fire departments as well as the sheriff's office also has a list of the at-risk individuals that were previously provided to the state so that if necessary they can check on them during this time. We are in constant contact also with the weather service, so there's calls every day, and we are communicating with them, and then we pass it along to all of our leadership. From the 911 side, we are staffed for this weekend, and just reiterate everything everybody said out here. Stay inside, stay off the roads, and remember, call 911 for an emergency, and not because of your power outage. Please contact your electrical company. Thanks.
Again, we would just like to stress for people to, stay off the roadways as much as possible, to prepare your homes, prepare your animals. Also, as the sheriff said, this time of the year you have generators, excess heat, so carbon monoxide poisoning. Just, pay attention to what you're doing and be safe, and we want everyone to be safe. Watch your local channels for any updates. Also, I think this afternoon, DOTD is going to make a statement on what bridges they may or may not close, but you can follow that later this afternoon. I understand they're going to make a statement on that. So, any questions for anyone here? Just please ask.
Yes, for you, sir. You mentioned at the very beginning that the governor had issued a state of emergency, and that here locally you're also issuing one. Could you expand upon what is to gain from issuing a local one when the governor has already issued a state of emergency?
So, by issuing one for Rapides Parish, it opens up opportunities for us to ask for help on different entities as well as some of the shelters and stuff, but it gives us a leadway to that. And Ms. Angie, you want to add to that some?
Yes, sir. No. Once the governor declared, once the parish declares, it allows us to be able to request assistance from the state. If we had a need for other items that we're not able to handle here locally, if it exceeds our capabilities, we can reach out to the state. It also means that should there be federal funds that come about in the future, this is the only way that we would be able to recoup any expenses is because we had an actual declaration. The parish has to declare. Each municipality can choose to declare underneath it, but in order for anything to move forward with the state, if there's funding, the parish has to declare.
Any other questions for anyone? Again, I thank y'all all for coming out today, and thanks for the partnership as we continue to move forward. And the most important thing is for us to keep our citizens as safe as possible. Thank y'all.